Just coming home today. So God bless America, the USA. So just coming home today.
Welcome everyone back to another episode of the Veteran Kettle podcast. And today we have a very special guest, United States Marine Corps veteran, Corporal James, aka Q Ball. And before we get into this interview, make sure to like and share this video. Also subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode of the Veteran Kettle podcast. Welcome to the show. First, I want to thank you for being our special guest today. We want to thank you for your service to our country. And how are you and your family doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. I feel blessed, man. You know, I feel blessed, man. Golly, I just feel blessed, man.
That is great. That is great. Always good to hear. Today, we have some questions that we want to ask you about your time and your service in the United States Marine Corps. You know, just share some of your experiences with us and possibly see the influence we could have on some of the younger generation who may be looking forward to following in the footsteps and providing service to our country. Our first question is, what inspired or motivated you to join the United States Marine Corps?
Man, what happened was I went to Central out there in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? There I saw the uniforms and stuff, and I was like, okay. I didn't really want to go to college and stuff like that, but everybody knows you better go to college and learn, get your education though. But it was the uniform, be making money and everything like that. And that's basically then when I got in the boot camp though, I was like, oh man, why did I do this? I'm out there on Parris looking out the war, and I'm like, oh my goodness. They yelling at me, oh, get your hands up. Man, I said, man, why did I do this? But now that I know though, and I'm older now, and I'm getting paid for it, so it was a good experience to me. It was a good experience. You know, it teaches you discipline and everything else.
So speaking of boot camp, what was that experience like for you? You know, up to your arrival and first day and
man, I'm at the airport. These guys tell me to spit my daggone chewing gum and stuff out. I said, man, I ain't doing nothing like that. They go, next thing you know, I see five people come up to me. Oh, you gonna do this right now? I'm like, oh, so that's when I knew I messed up. Off the airplane. And then when we get to Parris Island, oh man, you can go to sleep because they ain't gonna let you be up in there until like late at night. Man, then they just yelling. I'm like, man, but it was an eye opener, put it that way.
Is there anything specifically that you remember from boot camp that really stood out?
I remember Sergeant Richardson. He's like, boy, where you from? I said, well, I'm from DC, but I was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He said, oh, I had a girl from there. Give it to my racks. Man, I was sweating my butt off. Man, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. I swear, man. It wasn't like Shady Side, nothing.
You said it wasn't like Shady Side, right? I know that's right.
It was crazy, Erol.
Your first unit after boot camp, what was that duty station experience like?
Oh, North Kakalaki, Camp Geiger or whatever. Man, first thing had me is 0311 on grunt and everything. Man, it was kind of crazy, but you know, Marines, we like to drink and everything else. So I'm doing guard duty in front of the gate at Camp Geiger. This lieutenant or somebody came through, but man, I don't even know, man. It is crazy, man. It is crazy, man. It is crazy.
Great. So that was your job. So what was your, speaking of the guard duty, that was your job, that was your role and responsibility? Can you explain a little bit of what that was, what that encompassed on a day-to-day basis?
On a day, okay. On a day-to-day basis, you got to make sure nobody getting onto the base or nothing like that. You got to make sure there ain't no cars and nothing. It don't matter if you're an officer or anything else. I got the responsibility to make sure that everybody is safely. You know what I'm saying? And that's my job. It don't matter what your rank or whatever. I'm in charge of you before you get onto this base and everything. I guess it's like being like watching the president or something. Put it that way. It's like that.
Is that serious? Is that serious?
Yeah. Oh, it's serious.
Security, the base security. Yeah.
Yeah. No smiling, no nothing. They're going man. And they hate me for that. But I don't care. I don't care. I'm doing my job.
I know that's right. So would that be the role of that would be like an MP, right?
Yes. Capacity? Just like same way. It is MP.
Okay, so that is an MP. And was that your only job?
No. After that, I was 0811 artillery cannoneer.
So that, I'm guessing, would be in your combat capacity. Yes. All right. So is there anything you want to share from that?
Man, it's kind of hard to say about something. I can tell you a story.
Okay.
Man, we was in Saudi and everything. we find the 240 golf down the range and stuff. Like being 0811, we never know what we shooting at or whatever. They just call it in the mission, fire mission, and they go, we didn't shooting. But this one, I think we was trained or something. My homeboy Nino, I ain't gonna tell all his name, his rank, and all that stuff, but he in North Carolina right now. Man, I had to change the barrel, and it was a bullet left in the round inside the barrel, and it just blew up, backfired on us.
No.
Everybody rushing towards me because I had blood and stuff all on my face and everything else. And the casing hit his leg. He passed out. Man, one thing I can say though, them helicopters came fast. I'm telling you, man, it came fast, man.
Yeah.
It's just a whole lot of stuff I can't really talk about, but that was the exciting part.
That
was the exciting part.
No, that's great. That's wonderful. And we just, just to give the young people a glimpse into what it's like as a United States Marine Corps serviceman, and just some of the stuff that you experienced on.
I'm gonna tell you some good parts right now. Good parts when you got your liberty and everything, you going out, you're gonna have fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. But you also gotta remember that it's some major important parts. Like what they always say, when you in America that gonna just sleeping, you gotta think about what we are doing out there, outside in the United States. Because you gotta be proud and thankful. It's young people. When I went to the service, I was 17 years old. But guess what though? It was one of the best things I could ever do. I think about it now. Because now I really ain't gotta work for the rest of my life. But they're gonna, guess what though? Hey, I'm still good though.
That's right.
I'm still good. So it's kids out here right now. They thinking they're gonna a gun gonna save you or whatever like that. Nah, because somebody else got a gun too. Everybody got guns. If I was to tell you something right now, don't do it. Put the guns down. If you can't fight with your hands, put the guns down. Because Like I said, somebody else got one too.
That's right.
And bullets ain't got no names on them.
That's the truth. So those skill sets, even working in that capacity, even as a police officer, a military police, an MP in that capacity, even in your infantry capacity, how you just so eloquently put how, you know, you don't have to right now go and seek employment. But if you were to take those skill sets and transition into a civilian career, how would they apply? What type of jobs or positions would you think that they would apply to for you to be able to go walk right out of the military and go right into a new career field?
You can become a police officer and everything else. Look, I still do security. I still do security and everything, and I'm about to be a bounty hunter and everything too. But
okay,
so I mean, but it's still hard. It's still hard though to be in my situation, being a combat Marine and everything like that. It's hard out here. So if I would tell anybody, if they go into the Marine Corps or go in any branch, make sure you know. Don't let your recruiter sit there and lie to you, because all that he doing is trying to meet a quota. He trying to meet a quota. Make sure you go and get you a job that you're going to have on the outside too. See, I didn't really know. I was like, look, I'm just getting away from my aunt's house. I'm getting away from everything else. I'm just seeing the money and everything like that. But when you go in there, just make sure you get a job that you can take on the outside with. I'm not saying my job combat stuff wasn't bad. Man, it might be bad, but it was good in the long run too.
Right. So that's great. That's great, because the next question that I had for you was, what advice do you have for young people thinking of a career in the military? And you just said, you know, when you're going in and you interacting with your recruiter, you know, think about all of the jobs, make sure that you question them, and make sure that you get all of the jobs so you can be fully informed, just in case you're not going to make it a career and you're looking to transition after you complete your active duty service time and go back into the civilian sector. Is there anything else that you would share, be able to share with for young people in that capacity? Something else other than that's going in. What would they need to do, like being on active duty? What things do you think that if they did, it would prepare them better for when they transition, if they didn't make it a career?
You got, if you inside there, make sure you ask questions. If you don't ask nothing, they ain't gonna give you nothing. If you don't ask, they won't give you nothing. So make sure you got your mind frame to ask questions and ask for everything, because you got a whole lot of stuff they'll give to you right now, and I'm just learning this stuff right now.
Yeah.
So if you don't ask, they won't give it to you.
Yeah, definitely. I agree that that all of the branch of services need to do a lot better in the pass down of the information of the benefits and resources that the service members have. And that's why we say here at the Veteran Kettle, you know, we try to give our best to honor and support our veterans.
Exactly.
And that's great advice. Thank you for that, Q. I just want to take a quick break from our interview to share some exciting things that we have going on here at the DBCHEFTV network. Also, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. The interview will resume right after this. Thanks for watching.
This whole publication is all about going from nowhere to somewhere, right? Being able to stand on something so that you can travel in peace, right? So bksofarm.com, 1016 160 self-sustainability. Jump on the list and get yourself together, right? Because it is irresponsible to not even know what responsibility means. So get yourself together, food, clothing, and shelter, protection of that, support your interests, and live.
Some say that art imitates life, but we say that life is art. So visit the DBCHEFTV gift shop and get 15% off of your next masterpiece of fashion. How do you get there? Simply tap the link in the description.
Exchange insights Sundays at 8 p.m. East Coast time with the Cigar Panel, smoking on words like two big nerds, hosted by DBCHEFTV and BK Soul Farm at Cigar Sundays on YouTube. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so when they go live, you never miss an episode of Cigar Sundays Live.
Fans in the Stands is gaining momentum thanks to our viewers. Our crew bring the facts with humor, keeping our viewers entertained and laughing. Join us each and every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Fans in the Stands on YouTube.
Love ain't always easy, and we won't stop until we get it right. So bring that ass to the Love Speak podcast. Subscribe today and let your love speak at TLS Podcast. The Love Speak, now streaming on YouTube.
Sign up for the newsletter and shop merch and clothing at www.dbcheftv.com.
What advice would you have for people transitioning from active duty to retired or civilian life? Just, let's say somebody did 10 years or they did 8 years or 15 years. And they aren't as young, they're not 17 getting out at 21. Maybe they are 17 now, they're getting out at 32 or 33. They thought they were going to make it a career, but then, what advice would you have for them?
I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to stack your paper up, open up at least 2 bank accounts, and then don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Put a little bit of money somewhere to the side and everything. So when you get older, you have that money. You always got to think. You got to think for tomorrow. Not only for today, you got to think for tomorrow too at the same time. Because you just never know. You never know. You never know. Put it this way, I wish somebody was like this right here on TV right now, telling me and everything what I should have did back in the day. Even though I'm good right now, but I could have been probably a millionaire or something.
Right. We would have had a head start.
Exactly.
If the information was available to us. And that's why we do this. For those service members transitioning from active duty to retired to civilian life, what kind of advice would you have for them in relation to the VA and getting their services and things like that?
Now the VA gonna take a long time and everything else, but I got people like my man Erol right here. He been helping me out and everything too. You just gotta. It's stressful. It's stressful. Trust me. If y'all can see that, I'm stressed about everything. But it's like patience. You gotta be calm. But like I said, you don't ask them, they won't give you nothing. In the VA, it does get stressful. I probably gotta go tomorrow to the VA. Right now,
right?
Hey, but they help me out though. That's because you got to think about. Look. They. I don't know what the president doing, and I ain't gonna talk bad about the presidents and nothing like that. But they firing people from the VA, so them people working up in there, they stressed too.
That's right.
And they got to deal with people like me and everybody else. And we stressed. It's just crazy, but you gotta think in yourself that you got to be patient with people. You just gotta be patient. I don't know. You just gotta be patient.
Yeah, I agree. Patience is key with the VA, and definitely making sure that you are assertive in asking and going to go and get the treatment and benefits that you need. Q-Ball, what was something that you learned while in service that has helped you in life, like your most valuable lesson?
Discipline. I was a knucklehead, put it that way. I was a knucklehead. You know what I'm saying? and you just gotta learn. If you don't respect your parents and nothing, man, I was a knucklehead that going down shady side and everything else, busting windows out and everything else. Young kid with gun and everything, man. But it helps you to learn how to focus your skills and stuff. Because when you get older, you got bills, responsibilities, and everything else. So the military really helped me focus on putting everything together. putting everything together. So discipline is always something. Sometimes you gotta listen, even if you're wrong, even if you're old right now. They go, I still gotta learn. Because they tell me to shut my mouth and everything else. you always gonna learn from somebody else. You never stop learning. No matter what your age is, you never stop learning. You never stop learning. So when you learn something, teach one, reach one. Come on now.
That's right.
That's all I say.
That's right. That's right. Now I love that discipline and the fact that you never stop learning. Yeah, that is definitely some infinite wisdom that people don't often get exposed to. So now that you are no longer on active duty, you know, and out here, you know, doing things to keep our country safe, like you were in your capacity, which we thank you for. How do you spend your days?
Oh well, I'm a portrait artist. I help doing music with my peoples and stuff, DJing and everything else.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it took me a long time to get here. It took me a long time to get here. And that's why I thank the military and everything for helping me get my paper up the right way, not the wrong way.
That's right. That's right. That's beautiful. So is there any way that any people watching can reach you if they want to procure your services, if they wanted to hire you to DJ, or if they, you know, do you have any other social media links or anything that you want to share with us?
You can reach me at Quentin James 301 gmail.com.
Okay.
And I always talk to everybody.
Okay.
Anything they're going, and I'm a giving person, so you reach me, I got you. I'm like Nike, baby. We just gonna do it.
We just gonna do it. That's beautiful. So I want to say thank you, Cubo, Corporal James, for coming here to the Veteran Kettle today and sharing wisdom, sharing your experiences with us, dropping the jewels that you have. We really appreciate it. We want to thank you for your service and your sacrifice. And you always have a home here at the Veteran Kettle Podcast. You know, we go back like 4 flats. So all you got to do is let me know what the move is, and we gonna bust a move. So
all right.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your time, love and prayers with you and to your family. And that's all we have. And we will see you all next time right here at the Veteran Kettle Podcast. Make sure to like and share the video. Also subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Peace.
This whole publication is all about going from nowhere to somewhere, right? Being able to stand on something so that you can travel in peace, right? So bksoulfarm.com, 1016 160 self-sustainability. Jump on a list and get yourself together, right? Because it is irresponsible to not even know what responsibility means. So get yourself together, food, clothing, and shelter, protection of that, support your interests, and live.
Some say that art imitates life, but we say that life is art. So visit the DBCHEFTV gift shop and get 15% off of your next masterpiece of fashion. How do you get there? Simply tap the link in the description. Exchange insights Sundays at 8 p.m. East Coast time with the Cigar Panel, smoking on words like two big nerds, hosted by DBCHEFTV and BK Soul Farm at Cigar Sundays on YouTube. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so when they go live, you never miss an episode of Cigar Sundays Live.
Fans in the Stands is gaining momentum thanks to our viewers. Our crew bring the facts with humor, keeping our viewers entertained and laughing. Join us each and every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Fans in the Stands on YouTube.
At the Veteran Kettle Podcast, we thank you for your service, support, and sacrifice to our country. Listen to real stories of adversity and triumph as we give our best to honor our vets. Subscribe today and watch episodes now streaming on YouTube at TVK Podcast, The Veteran Kettle. Love ain't always easy, and we won't stop until we get it right. So bring that ass to the Love Speak podcast. Subscribe today and let your love speak at TLS Podcast. The Love Speak, now streaming on YouTube. Sign up for the newsletter and shop merch and clothing at www.dbcheftv.com.